Hello world, Christina here. My friends call me UB, so hello. And today we're going to be drawing something so that I can base a sculpture off of it. It's a long story, so let's just jump in and get started and I'll explain along the way. All right, so the story behind this one is actually that I have this idea for a product in my head, and the first step to really getting that product materialized for any sort of testing is to sculpt it. And so it's a dragon head that'll be mounted on kind of like a taxidermy mount. There's more to it than that, but I'm gonna keep it a little bit secret. The first thing I tried to do was sculpt that dragon head, and this is what I came up with. Ugh. It's not great. I think that this can be used as a Godzilla head or a basilisk head or something of that nature, but this isn't what I wanted for this project, so this is gonna get set aside for a while. That being said, I think that where I went wrong with this was not drawing out the kind of dragon that I want before going into it and drawing it out in scale. So I've done a little bit of sculpting back in high school, and one thing that we did once upon a time was we drew an action figure that we were making from the front and from the side so that we could print them out in scale and then sculpt according to that printout. And that's basically what I'm doing here today. It's not super hard. I did use some lines to guide me as to where the dragon's bottom of his chin and the top of his head kind of were. And as you see me moving into the front profile of the dragon, you'll see me lining out a couple of extra things that I noticed and I wanted to have line up with each other basically. And I didn't get super technical with this drawing. I just wanted it available for reference so that I can kind of mix and match my dragon and add things to it if I would like once it's in the right size and shape and has the good base to start with. So you'll see that it's kind of a blasé dragon, and I just colored it red for S&Gs, but I don't know what color I'll actually be painting these. I just kind of kept it simple for my own sanity, and honestly there isn't a whole lot to really talk about with this one. It was just a matter of getting the dragon to scale in two different views basically. So I'm going to leave it there and we can just enjoy some tavern music together because that's super cool. And thank you so much to Arcane Anthems for all of the free RPG music that he puts out there in the world. I've been using his music for a long time on this channel, and this is another of his great soundscapes and songs that can go into any tabletop RPG campaign or can be used in whatever creative ways you can think of. So shout out to Arcane Anthems. Right, and we're kind of wrapping things up here. So basically, this is what came of that drawing that you just watched me do. And essentially, I put it into Microsoft Word and resized it so that it's the exact size of the dragon that I want to have. And so what I'm going to be doing is just sculpting this guy according to the size that these drawings are. And it'll make things a lot easier for me to visualize in 3D just because I started with a 2D kind of surface. That being said, that's all I have for you this week. Hopefully I'll be able to sculpt this guy on camera another time, but that's all she wrote. Thanks so much for watching. I'll give you 1,000 experience points for this one. I know it's a little bit shorter than my usual videos, but this week was my birthday week, and so I took Monday off, and all of a sudden my workload just kind of snowballed on top of me. So I did this one really quick, but I really enjoyed it. Share, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Give the video some love. I am just starting out on my artistic journey, so any help you can give is much appreciated. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll let you get back to your day, and don't forget to drink some water, maybe stretch, take a walk, and I will see you next Friday. Peace.